Pleasant good evening and welcome to Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, where tonight the Somerset Patriots take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. It's the first of a 7-game road trip for the Patriots, a first of a 3-game series down here in Waldorf. Hasn't been the best stretch of baseball for the Patriots, but there's plenty of time left in the second side, a tough home stand on the road, and they try to get back there winning ways. Welcome to the Union, where they're in the voice of Central Jersey, 1450 WCTE, with the weather beyond everyone. Patriots just off a ballpark. A homestand did not go particularly well. They've lost 9 of their 10 out of the stretch of the season, but they hope to turn it around. As they go up against the Blue Crabs. Both teams have games out of first place in their respective. The Patriots have the record in the Atlantic League second half. They are 4.5 games out for first place in the Liberty Division. The Blue Crabs, all the Sabs who actually finished the season off in a pretty strong. Now in the second half, they are 4.5 They are above 500. They ship a bit. Stan Kleiber has returned to the helm down here in Waldorf. They have some good pitching. Their hitting has become a little bit more timely, and they've been playing better baseball in the second half. Looking at the first half, though, when the Patriots went up against the Blue Crabs, they had a lot of success against this team. This is a team that they have controlled games against pretty much throughout the course of the entire season. Looking at the season series between these two sides, it is an 8-2 Patriots advantage, including the last 6 games. Patriots and the Blue Crabs have been won by Somerset. So if there was a situation as they try to finish losers of 9 of their last 10 ball games, could be the night against a Blue Crabs team that has been playing a little bit better this season. Again, the Somerset Patriots have had advantage over the weather for tonight. It's in fact right now. It's Somerset Patriot manager Brett Jody having a conversation with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs manager Stan Kleiber and all 3 umpires for today's game as they go over the ground rules here in Waldorf. Simply put, for the Patriots in the 2019 second half, been exactly what they have. It has been for a couple of shake-ups. Ramon Flores a couple of days ago had his contract for the AAA Rochester Red Wings of the Minnesota Twins. Jimmy Paredes has been on the shelf with a dislocated finger. Michael Ullman had been battling an elbow issue, but Michael Ullman is back in the lineup today for the Patriots. And overall, the lineup hasn't been producing. Some of the guys that were expected to put up big numbers for Somerset this year haven't necessarily been producing at the same level that might have been expected. But the good thing for this Patriots team is that there's still plenty of time left in the second half to right the ship, to try to get back into this one. Again, only 4.5 games out of first place behind the Long Island Ducks, who already have a playoff spot clinched. So if the Ducks were to finish in first place in the second half, that would open up a wild card situation that could potentially be even more beneficial towards this Somerset Patriots team. So a lot left to play for the Patriots. They're fortunate in that the Liberty Division has struggled in the second half as a whole, so they are certainly well within striking distance. Probably makes sense for them to start to make a run sooner rather than later, but going up against a Blue Crabs team here in Waldorf tonight certainly presents a good opportunity for them to begin to right the ship. It's Southern Maryland that has taken the field here at Waldorf, and that means that the Patriots have begun to exit their dugout down the first baseline, and we will step aside for the national anthem. When we return, we'll go over the TD Bank starting lineups, and we'll get ready for first pitch. It's the Patriots and the Blue Crabs coming up next on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
As a personal trainer, I thrive on guiding my clients to good health. When I was told I needed both hips replaced, I turned to the network of experts at Atlantic Health System. I was able to see my orthopedic surgeon in Sparta, right near my home, and received exceptional care at Morristown Medical Center for my surgery. I was able to teach, motivate, and inspire again.
Where you go for orthopedic care matters.
Atlantic Health System.
Because every moment is a moment that matters.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Valari, new name, same great company. Valari, home modeling since 1950. Visit ValariNJ.com to learn more today.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball. Come on, get patriotic.
Today's presentation of Somerset Patriots brought to you by Nation, Flemington Car Country, Flemington Sport, Fullerton Auto, Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, Design, Northern Jersey RTC, T-Mobile, TDN.
It's Santa here, come on.
So many good options. Man, I'm hungry. Ooh, let's do healthy today. I think that'll work. The healthy plate. What do we have here? So many good options. What do I choose? We have veggie burger, turkey burger, fruit cup. It all sounds so good, but something's telling me veggie burger. I think I'll have the veggie burger. A lot of great choices here at the Horizon Healthy Plate concession today. Veggie burger.
It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Introducing our exclusive Domino's All-Star birthday packages for the upcoming season. Got a kid you want to have remember a special birthday for years to come? Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their next birthday the most memorable one yet. Book a party package and upper box seating, enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet in the NJM picnic area, or elevate your party into a fun-themed private suite uniquely designed for kids. Well, the national anthem has concluded here at Regency Furniture Stadium, and we're getting ready for first pitch between the Somerset Patriots and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. There's a color guard on the field, so as they begin to walk off the field, it'll be time for us to give our TD Bank starting lineups for today's ball game, and we will begin with your Somerset Patriots, managed by Brett Jody, assisted by Glenn Barker, and John Hunt is the athletic trainer of the Patriots at TD. Expect unexpectedly longer hours and years. Get 24/7 access through online and mobile banking. You can whenever TD Bank unexpectedly human. Member IC, TD Bank, NA. For the Patriots today's ball game, go with another shift once again for the Somerset Patriots as Brett Jody tries to find that magic combination to get the Patriots back on the winning track. It is Scarelli leading off. He gets the start in right field, which will certainly be interesting to watch. The Patriots play here Regency Furniture. There's a very spacious right field. You'll see how all that space over and right. He bats lead. Justin Patrick, center fielder, hitting second. Bill Kenger is the number 3 batter. He gets the start at first base. Michael Ullman plugged back into the order. He hits fourth. He's the Raritan Building Services. Ray Navarro at third base, hitting fifth. At second base, hitting eighth is Jovan Gonzalez, getting the start behind home plate. And rounding up the order, playing the lineup, Mike Francoso. He will start in left field. And as they work against Kyle Simon on the mound tonight for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Simon in his first season with Southern Maryland, a long-time New Britain B. This is now his 13th start of the season, his 7th with Southern Maryland. He actually began the season in New Britain with the Bees. And overall, it hasn't been the season that Simon was hoping for. A 2-6 record with a 7.47 earned run average. And the numbers don't back him up too much after that either. 72 1/3 innings of work for the lengthy right-handed starting pitcher. over those 72 and a third innings, he's only struck out 35 batters. He has walked 27, so not a huge walk number, but compared to his strikeouts, about par for the course right there. But opponents are hitting .336 against Simon this season. So with the Patriots lineup, if there was an opportunity to go up against the pitcher that has certainly been hit hard this season, Simon might present that opportunity for the Patriots. We'll see how this ball game goes. Simon, a tall, lengthy righty, listed at 6'6", 220 pounds, a California native, works from the windup, and the first pitch of today's ball game. It is a fastball in for a called strike. We're officially underway at 6:41 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's Kelly at the plate and Simon on the mound. A 6'6" Simon working against the 5'8" Kelly. On a sunny but somewhat overcast Friday evening down in Waldorf, Maryland, the fastball from Simon taken low. 1 ball and 1 strike. The sun has been peeking through, but there are some darker clouds that are hovering specifically around the outfield here in Waldorf as Kelly swings and chops one to short. Long hopper fielded by Edwin Garcia, and his throw across the diamond to first base in time. That's the first out of the ballgame. So we'll set the defense for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. In the outfield, moving from left to right, it's Joe Benson, Corey Vaughn, and Ruby Silva. Along the infield, former Patriot Tony Thomas at third base, Edwin Garcia at short, Kent Blackstone, the second baseman, Josh McAdams at first, and Charlie Valerio behind home plate with Kyle Simon on the mound. 1 out, nobody on. We're just underway at Regency Furniture Stadium. It is the top of the first inning. So today's ball game behind home plate by Trey, and calling balls are straight to system. At first base, the third comes Justin Burton as the fastball misses outside. Pacioli, 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, here's the 1-1. Pacioli takes low, 2 balls and 1 strike. The Blue Crabs in a different uniform. They have probably the largest collection in It is a red pinstriped uniform with white pants, and then a two-tone black hat with a red brim. The street 1 called Pacioli started walking but instead he called back to the right-handed batter. Meanwhile, the Patriot rode crazy tonight. Top grip with the red brim. 3-2. Called third strike. Pacioli 2 pitches outside. Bold strikes. First strikeout of the ball game for Kyle Simon. 2 out, nobody in. Well, Pacioli certainly would like to get on first and try to ignite this Patriots lineup. But a couple of called strikes on the outer third go against Pacioli. Now Will Kenjer at the plate. Swings at the first pitch and chops it off the front shin. No balls and 1 strike. So Kenjer at the plate, team leader in hitting and runs in. And his first season with Somerset, a major component of this success of this lineup. A left-handed batter to the right side, called the strike on the inside. Balls and 2 strikes. Simon works quickly. Here's the 0-2. Misses a little upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's what Simon's been known to do. He works very quickly on the mound, whether it be from the windup or the stretch. 1-2. Swung on and tipped into the glove of Valerio, strike 3. Simon strikes out a pair, and the Patriots go down quietly, 1-2-3, in the top of the first inning. No score. We'll move to the bottom of the first on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
As a personal trainer, I thrive on guiding my clients to good health. When I was told I needed both hips replaced, I turned to the network of experts at Atlantic Health System. I was able to see my orthopedic surgeon in Sparta, right near my home, and received exceptional care at Morristown Medical Center for my surgery. I was able to teach, motivate, and inspire them.
Atlantic Health.
Greatest remodeling project yet. Same great company. Homes 1950. Visit BulgarianJ.com.
The bottom of the first inning, no score between the Somerset Patriots and the Maryland Blue Crabs. Time now for the TD Bank starting lineup. And for those in blue, Daryl Thompson and UGA. For Southern Maryland, first early June. Edwin Garcia is third. The designated hitter for the Southern Maryland E. Green, who's enjoyed a nice start to his Blue Crab season. The Patriots Tony Thomas 7th. He hits ninth as on the mound for the Patriots. 3 215-pound righty 7-year-old from Southampton, Massachusetts. He works from the windup, and the first to the Blackstone. A fastball taken low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. O'Sullivan this season 3-5 with a 3.83 earned run average on the year. From the windup, and the 1-0 misses up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. For O'Sullivan, over 87 innings of work this season. He has struck out 70 batters. He has walked 22, and opponents have hit well against him as the fastball taken for a 2-1. In the long ball. He's given up 12 home runs this season, the most of any Patriot on the line out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. However, O'Sullivan is coming off of one of his at home against Long Island, in which he hits a walk and struck out a season-high batter. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball gets by Blackstone. Sullivan climbs the ladder a bit, and that's the first out in the bottom of the first inning. So the defense quickly for the Patriots. In the outfield from left to right, it's Mike Francoso, Justin Pacioli, and Scott Kelly. Along the infield, Ray Navarro at third base. Alfredo Rodriguez at short. Craig Massey's the second baseman. At first base, Will Kenger. And Yovan Gonzalez doing the catching. So now Edwin Garcia steps in, and the first pitch taken for a called strike in the inner half. 0-1. Garcia, a .248 batter this season. 0-1. Lined foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Southern Maryland now in his third season. Players on this team. Last time the Patriots saw the Blue Crabs, he was hitting a little further down in the order, but he's been bumped up to the 2 spot in this Blue Crab lineup. 0-2. Swung on and a hard hit line drive out to left field. Francoso back, leaps at the fence, and it's off the base of the fence and rolls back towards the infield. Into second base goes Edwin Garcia. He jogs into second with a 1-out double. And the Blue Crabs have the first hit of the ball game and the first runner in scoring position. Garcia hit that ball well, and Francoso, again, he's playing in left field. He was tremendous as a left fielder for the Patriots defensively last year. Hasn't gotten a lot of playing time in left in 2019. He still has that hip injury that's been nagging him, so his mobility is a bit restricted. And he went back towards the warning track on that fly ball and leaped maybe about 3 or 4 feet in front of the fence, and the ball went over his head and hit the base of the wall. Now the first pitch swinging here is Joe Benson as he softly lines one down the left field line. No balls and a strike. So an early opportunity for the Blue Crabs after the Edwin Garcia one-out double. Garcia off of second, and now the right-handed hitting Benson at the plate. Here, 3 home runs, 234 on the 17 runs batted in. 0-1. Swung on a bouncer towards short. Racing in Rodriguez, his throw to first base just in time to beat Benson. On to third goes Garcia, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the first inning. So Rodriguez had to charge that one, and he fielded it right around the edge of the infield grass, meeting the infield dirt. Ball popped up into the palm of his glove, and with his momentum carrying him towards home plate, he was able to get the ball onto first, beating the relatively fast Joe Benson. So now Garcia at third base with 2 away. Bottom of the first inning, no score. We're just underway. And here is Dean Green, a big presence in the left-handed batter's box. O'Sullivan from the stretch in the first pitch. Swung on a line drive, hit foul down the right field line. No balls and a strike. Dean Green listed on this roster at 6'4", 255 pounds. He wears number 40 on the back of his uniform, and the first player that comes to mind that he reminds me of is Kyle Roller. Same number on the uniform, similar batting stance, and a big presence in the left-handed batter's box. 0-1 from O'Sullivan. Swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And Liam ahead in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes. It's been a great start to the season for Dean Green. He did not begin the year with the Blue Crabs. He's now playing in game number 25 for him in the Atlantic League, and he's batting .352 with 2 home runs and 19 RBI. Now the 0-2 from O'Sullivan. Fouled off. Down the third base line out of play. Still a no ball, 2 strike count. So Green joined the Blue Crabs after the last time that the Patriots shortly at Southern Maryland. Last time these two teams played against back to the middle of Father's Day weekend. 0-2. Ground ball to first base. It's gloved by Turner. He'll take it himself to the bag, and the inning is over. So O'Sullivan works around danger. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner is left on base. No score. We head to the second on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Domino's also introducing our exclusive for the upcoming season. Got a kid you want to have remember a special birthday for years to come? Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their day next birthday. You can eat barbecue buffet in the NJ area or elevate your party for kids. The party comes with a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday with the birthday child on contact our group sales information on more information.
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. Hey fans, all season long, the Patriots have teamed up with AARP New Jersey to offer its members discounted tickets to every Sunday home game. Just mention the code Patriots3 and that you're an AARP member to get a 50% ticket discount to every Sunday home game. Michael Ullman leads off in the the road half of the second inning in the first pitch from Kyle Simon taken for a strike. Now the 0-1. Swinging a soft ground ball to third base. It's gloved by Thomas. And an easy play across the diamond to first. And that's the first out of the inning. So Ullman back in the lineup. He's missed a couple of games. Again, he's been battling an elbow issue. He grounds out to third base in his first at-bat, returning to the lineup. So the first 4 batters retired by Kyle Simon. He threw 13 pitches in the top of the first inning. He struck out a pair. So 4 up and 4 down, and here's Ray Navarro. A .253 batter on the year with 3 home runs and 15 runs batted in. First pitch. Navarro takes a called strike outside part of the plate. And an 0-1 count. Navarro making his third start since returning to the order. Takes another pitch for a called strike, 0-2. And Simon working quickly, pounding the strike zone. Gets the ball back quickly from Valerio. From the windup, 0-2. Taken low and in, 1 ball and 2 strikes. I mean, Kyle Simon has no wasted movement on the mound at all. He gets the ball, and he's immediately ready to go. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. 5 up and 5 down for Kyle Simon. And there's 2 away in the top of the second inning. Already 3 strikeouts for Simon on the ballgame. Now Alfredo Rodriguez will get his opportunity against the former B. And again, it hasn't been a great season for Kyle Simon. And tonight certainly represented a good opportunity for the Patriots. First pitch to Rodriguez, sliced foul down the first base line, 0-1. Simon overall with that 7.47 ERA. It's about the same between his time with New Britain and his time in Southern Maryland as he misses outside with a pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-3 with an ERA over 7 with Southern Maryland. 1-1 taken low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. First pitch with the Lancaster Barnes 2015 and then storms back 4 years with the New Britain Bees, including earlier in 2019. Rodriguez skies one out to right center field, but playable. It's Corey Vaughn underneath it, ranging to his left. He makes the catch. And it's a quick 1-2-3 inning once again for Kyle Simon. 6 up and 6 down to the bottom of the inning. On SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTC.com.
With 16 manufacturer brands, available certified free with all our dealerships located on Route 231 the factory, with positive reviews praising our model every day. Take our customers will never take for granted.
Happy with the probably not, or can't change passing by. Can make thing you sets proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, pay your sales tag. The double sales tag is going on sale only at Come Into.
Alpine Business Systems is leading provider systems and services. Visit alpinebusiness.com. Alpine Business Systems, the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. Leading off where the play is made by Massey. 1 pitch and 1 away. That'll bring up Charlie Valerio. O'Sullivan gave up a 1-out double to Edwin Garcia in the bottom of the first inning. A double stranded Garcia at third. D. Green to ground out towards first. So we're scoreless in the bottom of the 7th. 3-game weekend set between the Somerset Patriots and the Maryland Blue Caps. He'll bat from the left side here. First pitch from the righty O'Sullivan. Just bunt. Holds it in. 1 ball. Valerio hitting .276 with 7 home runs and 27 on the season. Side and the 1-0 from O'Sullivan taken for a call 1-1. Patriots own 8 series lead over the Maryland Blue Crabs. This night, trip down to Waldorf. 1-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. First time the Patriots were down the end of May. It was their longest road trip. They had 3 games in Southern Maryland. And Baltimore and Wonderland for Silver takes inside for O'Sullivan. Now 3 balls and 1 strike. They took 2 of 3 in that series. And the one game that they lost, Luis Cruz gave up 2 runs. Long hop by Massey. The 2 out, nobody on. Scoreless between the Patriots and the Blue Crabs. That series back in late May. Somerset has hosted Southern for 6 games. Already 7 games. And they are 6-1 in those 7 games, including 5 straight over Southern Maryland. So 2 out, nobody on. Here's Tony. Fists the first pitch in the air. He makes the catch. It is 1-2 of the 3rd inning by all 3 outs by the second baseman, Craig Massey. We're scoreless. We'll head to the 3rd. 14:50 and WCM.
Presenting the lowest car prices you've ever seen. .com. It'll blow you away. Want the best deals on all cars? Miss Fulton's absolutely annoying. Higher the lowest prices on all month long. This month only at Fullerton.
For over 85 years, across the state, we've protected covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
Welcome back to Southern Maryland for the first 3-game series. Dave Raish that are running our boards back here. He's in Somerset. Through the first 2 innings, both starting pitchers have worked quickly and efficiently. Kyle Simon at 23 pitches, he is retired 6. So it'll be the bottom 3rd of the Patriots order to lead off in the top of the 3rd inning. Craig Massey, followed by Yo Gonzalez and Mike so do up. Sullivan starting pitcher flips 1 hit over his 2 innings, and he's only needed 21 pitches, 7 innings out of the 2nd inning. So Craig Massey leads off that side. 1 ball and no strikes. Massey hitting .224, 25 RBI. 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Earlier, this is the first of a 3-game series. So full slate of Atlantic Simon. 2-0 from the righty side. He takes a called strike. On Central Islip. That game scoreless. Up to the left side. Right. Can a throw across beats Massey. Round number 1. Well done by Edwin. Especially on chopper. It was a high chopper, and Garcia to range to his right. He backhanded about in the middle of the dirt at the shortstop position, and in one fluid motion to his stride. Now you find $1 from Simon, taken for a called strike, going 1. And 7-0 Kyle Simon against this Patriot has certainly struggled offensively. 0-1. Ball and 1 strike. They are coming off of the most lopsided defeat of the season off the end of that foul. Gonzalez broken. It looked like he's going to start walking back towards the Patriots dugout. Certainly tough loss for the Patriots. Back ballpark. It finished off a rough homestand. They went 1-6 on the homestand. Culminated in a 13-1 loss against New York Revolution. A loss for the largest mark. Lost that away from them early in the ballgame. It was Rick Teasley on the mound. Coming off of a not perfect performance is less. 1-2. Gonzalez swings and softly to the right side. Adams, he tosses it on to Simon bag at first. And there's 2 away in the top of the 3rd inning. 8 in a row, Kyle Simon to begin this ball game. And now Mike Francoso the batter. Last night's game, I mean, the Patriots had already been feeling a little 8-ball, just with the way that they had been playing as of late, and they fell behind 8-0 through the first 3 innings, 11-0 after the first 5 innings, and they're going to be hard-pressed to come from behind with that sort of a deficit. As the first pitch to Mike Francoso is taken for a strike, 0-1. Well, we said it yesterday, and it bears true today as Francoso lifts one foul. It's the great thing about baseball. It's different than most other sports. All right, you got an opportunity to turn things around and sort of wipe the slate clean the very next day. And that's what the Patriots can do tonight. 0-2. Inside. No! Called strike 3. Francoso jackknifed out of the way, but a delayed strike 3 call made by the home plate umpire Eric Bynum. And it's 3 perfect innings for Kyle Simon to begin his night. No score to the bottom of the 3rd on SPN.TV.
Nice. Saturday Patriots will be returning to TD Bank Ballpark Sunday, July 28th, and Thursday, August 20th. Our Girl Scout Day Sunday, June 31st. Both their clubs not representing both, along with our nation's colors field before the game. A parade around will end the troops lining the infield during that. Scouts looking to earn badges for presenting the club. Go Scouting, Canfield both. $850 for everyone in the group. Visit SomersetPatriots.com 252 so you can get involved and have you honored at a baseball game.
If you need help during the game or have any questions, you can simply text us. Text 908-252-0700 so we can get back to you. Again, 908-252-0700 so we can help you. For over 100 years, Carrier Clinic has offered a wide array of specialized behavioral health services for individuals ready to today. Third inning, scoreless between the Patriots and the Blue Crabs. Liam O'Sullivan back on the bump. And the first pitch, fastball taken for a called strike by the righty Josh McAdams. No balls in the strike. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Southern Maryland. McAdams followed by Silva and then back to the top of the order with Kent Blackstone. 0-1. Taken low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. McAdams, a .288 batter this year with 4 home runs and 14 runs batted in. Right-handed hitter, and the 1-1 swung on and hit high in the air out to deep left center. Francoso back to the warning track. It's off the fence, stays in play, rolls towards Pacioli. Up at the ball, his throw comes to second, but in standing safely is Josh McAdams. That is a leadoff double for the first-year Blue Crab. McAdams at second. It's the second double allowed by Sullivan today. The first one that O'Sullivan allowed came back in the first inning, a 1-out double off the base of the left field fence from Edwin Garcia. This one about halfway up the left center field fence. And Pacioli played it well off the fly and nearly got McAdams out at second. So here's a left-handed hitting Ruby Silva as O'Sullivan throws to second base to keep McAdams honest. Dove head first back into the bag, got the right hand on the bag safely. Sullivan works from the stretch, checks the runner at second. First pitch to Silva. Lifted foul down the left field line. Towards the extra building here called the Legends Club. Over that line in Southern Maryland. Ball. And it remains an 0-1 count. Alfredo Rodriguez behind the second base bag where McAdams takes his lead as O'Sullivan with a fastball off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ruby Silva, left-handed batter. Last time the Patriots saw the Blue Crabs, it was Silva batting second in the order. Right at the top alongside Angelis Nina, who of course now is a member of the York Revolution. The Patriots saw him very much so over the last couple of days. 1-1, and Silva asks for time right before O'Sullivan was about to deliver that pitch home. O'Sullivan was taking a look towards second, then back towards home, then back towards second, in hopes of keeping Josh McAdams a little closer to the second base bag. And eventually Ruby Silva grew impatient, asked for time, and Eric Bynum granted him time right before O'Sullivan threw the ball home. Now the 1-1 fastball misses all the letters. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, O'Sullivan worked out of a jam in the first inning, gave up a 1-out double, and then had Edwin Garcia at third base with 2 away. Before O'Sullivan got Dean Green to ground out to first base to retire the side. A bigger jam here in the bottom of the third. Still no score, the 2-1. Silva slaps a foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Former Long Island Duck. Postseason roster last year. Against Long Island in the Liberty Division champion. 2-2. Gonzalez taken low and blocked by strike out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The runner at second, and no bottom of the third. This ball game scores in the Southern Maryland Blues and the Patriots. Silva, the number 9. O'Sullivan laboring a bit more here in the third than we've seen him yet to this point. He just threw 7 pitches in the bottom of the second. 3-2 to Silva. Soft ground ball, stays fair, rolls down the first base line. Barehanded pick from O'Sullivan, and he just scaled the ball first base. And for covering. Over to third base goes Josh McAdams. That a successful swinging bunt of sorts for Ruby Silva. So now a runner 90 feet away from home. That represents the go-ahead run. Away bottom of the third, and it's in a situation where the Patriots certainly have to be aware of Blackstone's speed. He likes to drop down bunts. He's a small ball kind of guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to lay one down with a runner at third and less than 2 out. First pitch. Swung on and popped up. First base side, foul territory. It's Kenger who's over to make the catch, and that's out number 2. And a big favor there from Kent Blackstone. He attacked the first pitch from Liam O'Sullivan. It's an unproductive out. It holds McAdams at third base. And now it allows the Patriots infield to back up as Edwin Garcia steps in. 2 hits to this point for the Blue Crabs. Both of them had one of them. And it came in the bottom of the first inning. He was stranded at third that frame. And now he has an opportunity to drive home the first run of the ballgame. Ray Navarro plays in at third base, and the first pitch to Garcia is a breaking ball. That's taken low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The rest of the infield for the Patriots plays back, but Navarro creeps in at third. He doesn't want to give Garcia the option to drop a bunt down. 1-0 taken low. 2 balls and no strikes. And you have to be especially cognizant of that these days because of the new Atlantic League rule, which allows you to bunt a ball foul on a 2-strike count. Provides a little more incentive for batters to try to sneak a bunt. 2-0. Garcia swings and lines it softly foul down the right field line. It'll get into the seats. 2 balls and 1 strike. Outfield plays straight away against the right-handed hitting Garcia. McAdams led off the inning with a double off the left center field fence. Advanced to third base on a swinging bunt from Ruby Silva. Now still at third with 2 away. 2-1 from O'Sullivan. Fastball outside. Tried to locate it. Tried to paint that black. Didn't get the call from the ABS. Now a hitter's count for Garcia. First base is open. Right-handed hitting Joe Benson awaits on deck. So a hitter's count for Garcia, but O'Sullivan doesn't have to give in. 3-1. Swung on and a ground ball through the left side of the infield, a base hit. Scoring from third base is Josh McAdams, and the Blue Crabs have jumped in front 1-0 in the bottom of the third. Well, Sullivan went with a fastball against Garcia and kept it a little bit too much over the plate, maybe inner third. But that pitch was right there for Garcia as he turned on it and grounded it through the left side of the infield. So that's the first run of the ball game. The Blue Crabs strike first. A 2-out RBI single from Edwin Garcia. He's 2 for 2. Now he leads off of first base as Joe Benson steps in. O'Sullivan from the stretch, and the first pitch to Benson tails inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Garcia, 3 stolen bases in 6 attempts. He's off of first base and held on by Will Kenger. 1-0. Check swing. Looks back. Eric Bynum to get more information as to whether or not that was a strike called on his check swing or a strike called on the pitch. And it looks like it was called on the pitch. Now the 1-1. Hit in the air, out towards right field. Long way to run for Kelly. Racing towards the foul line. He dives, but it's a foul ball. That one just landed foul towards the Patriots bullpen, down the right field line. Our vision was actually blocked a bit because of the seats here at Regency Furniture Stadium that curled their way in towards the infield. So I can't tell exactly how close Scott Kelly was to that diving attempt, but certainly raced over down the right field line and in the vicinity, nearly made the play. So it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Blue Crabs leading 1-0. A runner at first and 2 away in the bottom of the third inning. A 2-out RBI single from Edwin Garcia That's Southern Maryland in front. Now O'Sullivan comes set. From the stretch, the 1-2. Hit in the air, foul, down the first base line out of play, and Benson stays alive. At the 40th pitch of the ball game for O'Sullivan. He's pretty much doubled his pitch count here in the third. At 21 pitches through 2 innings, but has now thrown 19 pitches in the bottom of the third inning. And about to throw pitch number 20 of this inning. Infield back with 2 away. The 1-2. Called strike 3 at the knees. O'Sullivan looked like a changeup and not registered. The damage done. The Blue Crabs is a run as we shift to the fourth. 1850 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
It's an unstoppable force, vast and mighty. It's the 101 days of summer, and this year it's bigger than ever. The NJ team is back again. We've got 101 days of prizes with other ways to win via our social channels, text message, game program, 101daysofsummer.com from May 24th and anniversary.
Will work against Kyle Simon in his 4th inning on the mound. Simon has been perfect and has been quite efficient. He works quickly on the mound, and he is over 33 over those 3 frames. Now the first take going 1. But did at the open. 2 work this season, struck out 35 batters, so not a ton of strikeouts against him on the year. Having success against him the first time through the order, so more the second time through was the 0-1 to Kelly, misses up and in. He curls out 1 ball. Kelly grounded out to the shortstop at bat. He's 0 for 1 today. 1 ball back to the shortstop, sides to his field, and side armor to throw to beat Kelly for out number 1. 10 in a row retired by Simon. Pacioli will step in. Pacioli had one of the better opportunities for Patriots so far in this ball game. Pacioli had a 3-1 count, getting better of the second first. Took 2 pitches that were, in his opinion, off a play, called a strike by the automated ball system. Checks his swing on a first pitch breaking ball, but it's called a strike. So an 0-1 count, Pacioli behind. Had a strong game yesterday for the Patriots. One of the silver linings. 0-1. 1 ball takes 0-1. Pacioli had 3 doubles in the ball game yesterday, and the only run scored for the team. Chops 1 foul down the third baseline. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Finished the night 3 for 4. Patriots only got 1 run on 11 hits in their 13-1 loss last night. So Pacioli a silver lining. Ray Navarro had a multi-hit game. That was a silver lining as well. 1-2. Check swing didn't go on a breaking ball that tails outside. Looked like a hard slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Pacioli's batting average now up to .281. He's become an everyday player in his 3rd season with the Somerset Patriots. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive. Softly hit out to left field, and it drops in. Over the shortstop Garcia, and the left fielder Joe Benson immediately slipped when he tried to dig his cleats into the grass and race towards the infield to make a play. He fell flat on his face in straightaway left field, but I don't think he would have gotten there even if he was able to race in. It's a clean base hit for Justin Pacioli. That's the first hit of the ball game for Somerset. It's their first base runner, and it comes with 1 away in the top of the 4th. Now Will Kenger at the plate in the first pitch from Simon, taken for a strike. It's a 1-run Southern Maryland Blue Crab lead. They got a 2-out RBI single from Edwin Garcia in the bottom of the 3rd. As Kenger swings and rips one into right field. That's a base hit, but coming up with the throw at first, and it's off the glove of Josh McAdams bound. Kenger saves to second. Runners in at first and second with 1 away. Has done that. Playing shallow in right field. They go for the 9-2 putout. It happened back at TD Bank Ballpark, and he nearly got Will Kenger there. Kenger runs well, and the throw was short hop to the first baseman, Josh McAdams. And I feel like Kenger would have beaten the throw regardless, but it was certainly a close play. Now Michael Ullman swings and misses at the first pitch. It's a breaking ball 0-1. So good speed along the base paths for the Patriots. Their first 2 hits of the night. Pacioli at second, Kenger at first. The 0-1. Ullman takes a fastball, splits the plate. It's a called strike, 0-2. 1 run on 3 hits for the Blue Crabs. No runs on 2 hits for the Patriots. Ullman grounded out to third base in his first at-bat. Pacioli goes, and the 0-2 misses outside. Kenger follows suit, and there's no throw. That's a double steal for the Somerset Patriots. Pacioli to third, his 24th steal of the season. Kenger to second, that's steal number 10. And there was no throw from Charlie Valerio on a breaking ball that missed well outside. So now runners at second and third. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A breaking ball from Kyle Simon forces Ullman to drop to a knee on the follow-through. And that's the second out of the inning. That's a big strikeout for Simon. He works quickly, so it doesn't give you a lot of opportunities to really sort of take in the situation. But with runners at second and third and 1 away, that was a spot where Ullman really would have done well for this team to at least put the ball in play, ideally get it into the outfield. But now 2 away, and here's Ray Navarro, first pitch. Fastball called a strike. Home plate umpire Eric Bynum shaked his head a bit before he called that one a strike. Looked like it was on the outer third. Now the 0-1 to Navarro. Swung on and hit in the air. That should be playable for the second baseman, Kent Blackstone. He's underneath it in shallow right center. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. So the Patriots get a couple of hits. They get runners at second and third and come up empty. They continue to trail 1-0. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Attention New Jersey camps, it's time to start thinking about your summer schedule and field trips for your campers. The Somerset Patriots Camp Days have returned for the upcoming season. Head over to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater to check out top-notch baseball for the best price in town. The 2019 camp dates are officially set for Thursday, July 18th, Wednesday, July 31st, and Wednesday, August 14th. The Patriots are welcoming camps with groups of all sizes to come out to the ballpark to enjoy America's favorite pastime. Each game begins at 11:05 a.m. and gets start at also lunch available for $12. In addition, each camp in attendance will be welcomed with a public address announcement and a scoreboard announcement during the game. Camps can also take advantage of our on-field programs throughout the game based on availability. So book now to ensure a memorable baseball-filled, fun-in-the-sun trip for your camp today. Give us a call at 908-252-0700 or visit SomersetPatriots.com to lock down your camp's perfect summer trip.
big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Sponsor Somerset Patriots baseball. Information today. Patriots were like children specialized for the 2019 Somerset Sluggers. Dean Green leads off the bottom of the fourth base. The base hit up the middle into center field. And at the fourth hit of the ball game for Southern Maryland. And Dean Green continues to perform well. A .352 batting average entering this ball game. He's now 1 for 2. And with one pitch into the fifth inning, he scores an opportunity for the Patriots. Top of the fourth, they had a runner in a but a two-strike count to Mike Ullman, and they failed. At the first pitch, struck out against Kyle side. And then Ray Navarro popped out to the second baseman, Kent Blackstone, stranding runners at second and third. 0-1. Fastball called a strike, picks the outside corner. And an 0-2 count for O'Sullivan against Corey Vaughn, who popped out to the second baseman, Craig Massey, in his first plate appearance. A right-handed hitter in his third season with the Blue Crabs, 0-2. Breaking ball, strike 3. Slider there from O'Sullivan. Shaves that out to the again. Strikeout number 3 for the Patriot righty. Second one looking. And there's one away in the bottom of the fourth inning. O'Sullivan's coming off of an 8-strikeout performance his last time on the bump. It came against the Long Island Ducks. It was his only start with the new automated balls and strike system, and performed well. Now give up a run. Season high with 8 strikeouts. Runner at first, one away, and first pitch swinging is Valerio. Skies it out to right field, but Scott Kelly's underneath it. Ranges towards right center, makes a two-handed grab of the red brim, and Blue Crabs turn. Boy, they're playing quick tonight. I mean, but the way he's very quick on the mound, and so far the Blue Crabs batters, they've been swinging early and often, and at bats against Liam O'Sullivan. So there's 2 out in the home half of the fourth. The Blue Crabs in front 1-0. First pitch from O'Sullivan to Tony Thomas. A fastball for 1. Called strike. Also, next will be 47th of the evening. Lines one to the backstop. Meanwhile, Simon has been quite strong for the Blue Crabs to this point. Simon's at 50 pitches through his last 2 hits, while striking out 5. 0-2 to Thomas. Breaking ball misses outside. And that was O'Sullivan trying to go for the same exact pitch that he got called strike 3 in the Corey Vaughn at bat. A slider breaking away from a righty. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball tipped into the glove of Jovan Gonzalez, and it's a scoreless inning for Liam O'Sullivan. No runs in the fourth on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Through 4, Blue Crabs in front 1-0 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
Every hour.
Every minute. And every second.
Johnson University J. Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, treatments and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not.
Robert Wood Johnson University Cancer Care.
Nothing is more important than your and make your child more than 7,000 teachers, professionals, custodians, secretaries, and other education professionals. Visit www.easj.org. Together, we can prepare our children for the
Alfredo Rodriguez lead off at the top of the fifth inning, followed by Craig Massey and Juan Gonzalez with the Somerset Patriots behind the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 1-0. First pitch to Rodriguez taking part into the plate, a call strike. One. Just here on a changeup and foul. No ball and 2 strikes. 1 run, 4 hit, no errors, no runs, 2 hit, no errors for the Patriots. Somerset had a good opportunity in the top of the 4th inning with their first hits ball. 1 away, did not score. Now the 0-2 to Rodriguez. Line foul down the right field. 0-2 hole. Still in again, a full slate of games in the Atlantic League tonight. Long Island Ducks are hosting the High Point Rockers. High Point Blue Crabs thought they had gotten strike 30. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And are trailing early as Rodriguez grounds one softly to the right side. It's bubbled by Blackstone, and he doesn't have a play to first. Patriots with runner. In the top of the 5th inning, the Dopper to second. Blackstone didn't have to reach too far, either 2 inches left. And it didn't look like it took an odd bounce. Just sort of popped up just to the thigh area. And he might have hit against the heel of his glove, and he wasn't able to corral it. So now Rodriguez is first. Here's against Massey and an 0-1 hole. It comes out of first game. Had a large lead at first for Rodriguez. Brings that back, swings, grounds it to the mound. It's fielded by Simon to short for 1, and then Massey beats out the turn, and he trades plays for Rodriguez space on a fielder's choice. Looked like Kyle Simon pulled the ball back. Massey offers a drag bunt on the first. This time he stepped up in the zone, bat back, and swung away. Chopped it right back to the mound, and after he sort of stopped him and plucked, I don't know if that was for him to get grip into his glove, or maybe he was waiting for the shortstop Garcia to get out either way. It's that slight head which cost the Blue Crabs an opportunity, and now Simon just called for a balk. He started at first base, he didn't lock over the ball. He's a balk. Now Stan Clyburn, the manager of the Blue Crabs, is going to come out. What the ruling exactly was. You don't have to throw the ball to first base, but you step off and try to pick off. It's not a base requirement. We'll see if it sort of look back a runner. But it was the way it did. And it seemed as though the source just fully disengage that back foot and take it not only off the rubber pitch, Gonzalez stops it out over the back. No balls and 1. So with Maddie now at second base, the Patriots have 0-1. And it is fielded on a belt by Ruby. Third base is Craig Massey. He'll score without a throw, and it's the Patriots tying up the ball game on the top of the 5th. That ball league from the right fielder, Silva. All the way to the fence. Now the first pitch to Mike 4 and then 3. Quickly over. But the Patriots are tying the ball game. RBI to run home and run in. Nobody is left on ESPN.com, 1450 WCTAM.com.
Now let's go play some quick draw.
Winners, find a place and bring your...
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top winners. Proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Okay, let's kick it off with a power sprint. Go, go, go. Stop. Killer class. Let's go play quick draw.
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw. A $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Find a place and bring your people.
Located in a premier baseball facility in the Northeast, Jack Ball and Jenny Finch. Softball today. Looking for a newer used car? No better place than the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of brands. Located on routes 202 and 31 in Flemington, New Jersey, or at Flemington.com. There you'll find a family-centered organization ready to take care of all of your automotive needs as they've done since 1976. Yovan Gonzalez has tied this game up with an RBI single in the top of the fifth. Now Liam O'Sullivan back on the mound, and his first pitch is a fastball to Josh McAdams taken outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Kyle Simon now at 60 pitches through 5 innings. Liam O'Sullivan was at 50 through 4, and the fastball to McAdams taken low. 2 balls and no strikes. 1 run, 3 hits for the Patriots, 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 big error for the Blue Crabs. 2-0 on its way. Swung on in a chopper off McAdams. Might have been against that front shin. And he drops to a knee in a decent amount of pain. 2 balls and 1 strike. So a big hit from Yovan Gonzalez. Barely even had an opportunity to talk about it in the top of the 5th. But he's tied up this ball game, and a couple of costly miscues from the Blue Crabs at the top of the 5th inning, and the Patriots were able to take advantage. That was into scoring position. There was the leadoff error by Kent Blackstone as well. 2-1 from O'Sullivan. Fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So it should go down. We'll see. Should go if you down as an earned run. Right now it's an earned run. And recreate the doesn't reach base for runner being at first after the error. 2-2. Field line that so he's up with the ball. His up to his head, beating the tag. A leadoff double for Josh McAdams, his second leadoff double of the night. And the Blue Crabs threatening in the immediate half inning after the Patriots tied it up. Josh McAdams led off the 3rd inning with a double off the fence in left center field, and then eventually scored on a 2-out RBI single from Edwin Garcia. And now in the bottom of the 5th inning, once again, it's McAdams leading off with a double. Down left field with a line drive. Now the first pitch to Ruby Silva. It's a fastball taken up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. So that's the 3rd double allowed by Liam O'Sullivan in this ball game. And this is a very important inning for the Patriots. A little bit of help in the top of the 5th, but this is a tied ball game, and a game that Somerset desperately wants to win. As Silva chops 1 to short, it's fielded by Rodriguez. His throw comes to 3rd, and the tag applied by Navarro. Josh McAdams with a base running blunder. The Patriots get the lead runner, and there's one away in the bottom of the fifth. Not what Josh McAdams wanted to do there. The ball was grounded directly to the shortstop, Alfredo Rodriguez, and the old rule in baseball, if there's no force and you're at second base, if the ball's hit to your right, you hold. If the ball's hit to your left, then you could take off. And McAdams took off with that chopper, and Rodriguez alertly recognized that he had an opportunity to get the lead runner, and that's exactly what he did. So that's a big first out. Now Kent Blackstone at the plate, and the first pitch that he takes is called strike on a fastball, 0-1. So one out, bottom of the fifth inning, a runner at first base. That's Ruby Silva. He has 7 steals on the year as Blackstone takes a breaking ball low and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. That could wind up being a very big play in the context of this ball game. Because if McAdams gets to third with less than 2 out, and there's an opportunity where a sac fly, wild pitch, ground ball, number of outcomes could give the Blue Crabs back the lead. Instead, runner at first. 1-1's a ground ball softly hit to second, fielded by Massey. He has the ball. He'll throw to first. That's the first out. And now caught on a run down is Silva. It's Kenger. Now to Rodriguez. Over to Gonzalez. Short hop pick made. And it's on to Kenger. The tag is applied. And Silva has been, I believe, ruled out. Or did they award him to second base? Now the umpires are saying that he's going to give Silva second base. And Brett Jody, the Patriots manager, has come out to argue. I wonder what the call was there. Are they going to say that there was an interference from a Patriots infielder? Silva was caught dead to rights in a rundown. It was just a matter of time before they would tag him out, and eventually they were able to do so. There was a throw from Alfredo Rodriguez that went back to Yovan Gonzalez. Gonzalez short hop picked the throw, and his helmet came off in the process. And who was chasing Silva back towards second, where Will Kenger was awaiting. And the play was stopped at that point, and Silva was given second base. And Brett Jody's conversation continues with the third base umpire, Justin Burton. So we'll see what the official ruling is later. I'll have to talk to the manager, Brett Jody, after the game to see exactly how that was ruled. I'm not quite sure. But Ruby Silva has been given second after a bit of an eventful play. Now it's Edwin Garcia at the plate. And the first pitch from Liam O'Sullivan taken for a called strike, 0-1. So there's 2 out.
Rule of thumb, typically, a manager would tell you that if you're going to get an opposing player in a run,
2 out, a runner at second. And an 0-1 count between O'Sullivan and Edwin Garcia. Here's the pitch. And it's taken low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the Patriots initially got the first out of the play when Craig Massey fielded it at second. It was right in the base path where Ruby Silva was heading. 1-1. Soft ground ball foul down the third base line. 1-2. And then Massey sort of raced Silva back towards the first base bag and ultimately threw it over to first just to make sure that he got at least 1 out, and the Patriots were able to get the force out on Kent Blackstone. So that was a 4-3 putout. And then the pickle began. It was a rundown with Silva going back and forth, and after the Patriots were throwing the ball back and forth between a couple of different infielders, ultimately Silva was put over to second base, where he leads on a 1-2 count, and now Garcia asks for time. And there must have been something, honestly, that I missed during that rundown, because I didn't see anything that seemed egregious from the Patriots infielders, whether it be preventing Silva to run or an interference play, or I'm not exactly sure. Well, I'll have to see. Now the 1-2. Misses low and away. A hard slider from O'Sullivan. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So that certainly could be a significant play because the inning has continued. And Garcia already has a 2-out RBI single in this ballgame. He came back in the third. Has a similar opportunity here. Silva dances off of second. Now the 2-2. Outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Patriots lineup has struggled, so they just were able to tie up the ball game in the top of the 5th. I'm sure they'd love the opportunity to hit in a tied ball game in the top of the 6th instead of having to play from behind one more time. The infield plays back with 2 away. It's a 3-2 count. Large lead for Silva off of second base. Now the 3-2. Swung on and a line drive back up the middle into center field. It's a base hit. Silva hustling around third. Pacioli up at the ball. His throw isn't in time. Gonzalez cuts it off, throws to second, but beating the tag is Edwin Garcia. And the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have regained a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 5th. That's the second 2-out RBI single of the ballgame for Edwin Garcia. And that ruling ultimately comes back to hurt the Patriots. Instead of the inning being over, it stays alive. And the Blue Crabs have answered the Patriots' run in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're back in front 2-1. So runner at second base now with 2 away. Edwin Garcia is 3 for 3 in this ballgame with a double and 2 2-out RBI singles. Here's Joe Benson, and he takes the first pitch from Liam O'Sullivan, a called strike on a fastball, 0-1. So the inning continued. Let's check out the box score to see exactly how that play was ruled, allowing Ruby Silva to reach second base. There hasn't been any specific ruling towards it yet, as the 0-1 is a blooper out to right center. That drops in for a base hit, and slipping in right field is Scott Kelly. The ball gets behind him, and backing it up is Justin Pacioli, but scoring from second is Edwin Garcia. On to second base goes Joe Benson. 2 runs home for the Blue Crabs in the bottom of the 5th, and they lead 3-1. Not a well-hit ball from Joe Benson, but got enough, a piece of it, to bloop it out to right center field. Scott Kelly raced in from right field, and he overran it a bit, tried to slow up his sprint after the ball had already hit the ground and slid, and it got past him, and Justin Pacioli was backing up the play, but not before Edwin Garcia was able to come around from second base to score. Over to second base goes Benson. Now the first pitch to Dean Green is tapped foul. No balls and a strike. It's ruled a double for Joe Benson after the misplay in right center field by Scott Kelly. And these are a couple of tough runs that the Patriots have given up. Had 2 out with a runner at second after a controversial play in which they thought the inning was over. And Southern Maryland has taken advantage. 0-1's a soft ground ball to the left side. Long way to run for Rodriguez. Backhanded pick. Throw to first is offline. Safe at third base is Benson. Dean Green with an infield single, perfectly and fortuitously placed on the left side of this Patriots infield. And now the Blue Crabs have runners on the corners. 3 straight 2-out base hits have kept this inning alive. Well, Rodriguez was shifted towards the second base bag. Dean Green seems to fit the mold of a pull-happy, power-hitting left-handed batter. And Rodriguez had to cover a lot of ground racing to his right. He made the backhanded pick. If his throw was accurate to first base, it would have gotten Green, but very tough ask with all the ground that Rodriguez had to cover. So now runners on the corners with 2 away. And the first pitch to Corey Vaughn, a fastball that misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. And Somerset has to be careful to not let this ball game get away from him. It's been a tough 2-out rally for the Blue Crabs. 1-0. Breaking ball inside. 2 balls and no strikes. O'Sullivan has now thrown 22 pitches in the bottom of the 5th inning. After Somerset tied it up, Blue Crabs now lead 3-1. 2-0 to Vaughn. Swinging a ground ball to the left side. A pass and into Rodriguez. And it gets underneath Francoso and rolls towards the outfield. That ball got underneath his glove. Now Dean Green hustling home from third, and he will score. But it's an RBI on. Advances to E7. Scoring is both Joe Benson and Dean Green. Ultimately, bottom of the 5th, and the Blue Crabs now lead 5-1. 4 runs, all coming home with 2 out on 5 hits with 1 big error and nobody left on base. A 5-1 Blue Crab lead as we move to the 6th. On SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Sorry, we were running late.
This season was partnering with Little League, bring kids like an all-star. But with 14 pairs across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
Fans get updates on promotions with game ticket specials and upcoming. Scott Kelly lead off the top of the 6th inning. He's already seen 2 pitches. Both of them were balls. Now the 2-0 from Kyle Simon. And it's a fastball that misses inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Scott Kelly called that a strike. We'll see what the home plate umpire says. It's all over the place now. So Kyle Simon and fastball is taken for a strike. So they say call is now. It's a 1-ball 2-strike count. So the scoreboard was just a bit late in getting everything ready to go. Now the pitch to Kelly. Swung on a line drive out to right field, but directly out to the perfect plate. And that's the first down of this. Kelly. So let's go back to the 5th. It was a ending to the inning, and one that was not 4 runs scored for the Blue Crabs. Clarification on why Ruby Silva was given second base during that rundown, as Justin Pacioli steps in and taps in the right foul. Ultimately, the Patriots were not able to get out of the inning on what was a rundown, and now looks like the home plate umpire here, Eric Bynum, is making a signal to both clubhouses, both dugouts, that the automated balls and strike system is not working in his ear. So he is going to be calling balls and strikes moving forward. Just let both managers know. 0-1. Swing and a tapper foul down the third base line. No balls and 2 strikes. So this is the first time that automated balls and strikes are being used in Waldorf, Maryland, and hasn't been too noticeable of a difference to this point, but he just let both dugouts know that they are not using it right now. 0-2 from Simon to Pacioli. Swinging a ground ball to short. In front of it, Garcia. Gloves, fires to first in time, and that's the second out. So Simon's quickly retired the first 2 in the top of the 6th inning. Blue Crabs in front 5-1. So in the bottom of the 5th, still no further explanation as to how Ruby Silva was awarded second base. So I'm just going to hold off on that and find out after the game. First pitch to Will Kenger is taken for a called strike, 0-1. But after that kept the inning alive, the game was still tied at 1, and then the Blue Crabs offense went to work. 0-1 to Kenger, swung on and missed, 0-2. RBI, 2-out RBI single from Edwin Garcia on a 2-strike count. Joe Benson, a blooper RBI double to right center. An infield single for Dean Green, and then a 2-out RBI single from Corey Vaughn. As the 0-2 misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and it was a line drive hit to left field, and it looked like it just went right under the glove of Mike Francoso and left as the 1-2s fought off. And with the E7 on Mike Francoso, the ball got underneath his glove, rolled to the wall. It allowed Dean Green to score all the way from first base, and then Corey Vaughn was eventually tagged out in a rundown. But 4 runs had scored in the inning. 1-2 is a ground ball to the right side. A diving stop by Blackstone, but he loses the handle of the ball while rising back to his feet. Will Kenger is safe at first base. And the inning continues for the Patriots. 2-out base runner in the top of the 6th. We'll see how that's ruled. It's been given a base hit. Rightfully so. Will Kenger reaches first on a 2-out single. Would have been a tough play for Blackstone. Would have been certainly a superb. Had he got the different part of the play done, he made the diving stop but lost the ball while getting back to his feet. Now the first pitch to Michael Ullman taken for a called strike, 0-1. So that's Kenger's second hit of the ball game. He's 2 for 3. The Patriots have 4 hits collectively as Ullman takes one low. 1 ball and 1 strike. So immediately after the Patriots tied it up with a run in the top of the 5th, the Blue Crabs played 4 2-out runs at the bottom of the 5th. So Somerset trails 5-1, which certainly seems like a tall task for the way this lineup has played lately. The 1-1 misses outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. But Ullman coming back into the lineup is promising. He hit his first home run of the season here at Regency Furniture Stadium back in late May. Has the short porch in left field. Certainly has the power to take advantage. 2-1. Swing and a ground ball foul down the third base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But overall today, it has been a very strong performance from Kyle Simon. A pitcher who entered with a 7.47 ERA. He entered with a batting average against of .336 as Ullman tops one foul. Of course, numbers are just numbers. They don't necessarily always translate to the play on the field. And Simon's been in the league for a long time. He has a proven successful track record. But he had struggled this season, so at least on paper it seemed like this would be a matchup that Somerset might take advantage of, but not yet. 2-2, misses up and in, 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 6th inning. There's 2 out and a runner at first base. It's Will Kenger leading off at first. He already has a stolen base, so he'll be running on the offering here from Simon. It'll be the 79th pitch of the ball game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ullman set down on a breaking ball, and that retires the side in the top of the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner is left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Blue Crabs in front 5-1 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day,
I fight every night.
Every hour.
every minute, and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, Somerset, and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Sorry, we were running late.
No problem. Come on in.
Have your next barbecue at the ballpark. Groups of 30 or more can enjoy the game from the picnic area located down the left field line and enjoy the all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. We do all the work so you can just sit back and relax. Call the Patriots Group Sales Department at 908-252-0700 to plan your next ballpark barbecue. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. Liam O'Sullivan leads off in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch swinging and a ground ball hit sharply to first base was Charlie Valerio. It's fielded by Will Kenger, and he takes it himself to the bag. One pitch and one away. So Valerio attacks the first pitch from Liam O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan was at 73 pitches through 5. He's back on the mound here, and he'll try to bounce back after a tough ending to the bottom of the 5th, which right now has provided the difference in this ball game. 4 straight base hits to end the bottom of the 5th for the Blue Crabs, and now the first pitch to Tony Thomas misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. 4 2-out runs, all back-breaking runs given up by the Patriots in the home half of the 5th inning. 1-0 to Thomas is swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. And for the most part during this losing streak for the Patriots, there have been moments that you can point to in these losses that show the turning point. 1-1's a bouncer foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That could not be said for last night's 13-1 win. That was just a sheer dominant effort from the York Revolution. But even look at the other 3 games of that series. I mean, there were moments in those games. 1-2. That's a fastball that just misses outside to the right-handed hitting Thomas. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You could go back to the first game of that Revolution series. A 3-1 loss for the Patriots. As Thomas swings and skies one out to left center field and shallow. Racing in's Justin Pacioli. Lines it up, makes the catch. And that's the second out of the inning. 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 6th. Blue Crabs in front 5-1. And now Josh McAdams will step in. He's 2 for 2 with a couple of doubles. But if you go back to the first game between the Patriots and the Revs, York got a couple of runs in the top of the 2nd against Thomas Dorminey, but after that point, Dorminey wound up striking out a season-high 10 batters, and Somerset was in it through its entirety, trailing by just a run until York got an insurance run in the 9th, as McAdams fouls off the first pitch. And during that game, there was a number of missed opportunities for the Patriots. Just never ultimately got the job done, including getting a runner to third base in the 9th inning. 0-1. McAdams takes off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. The next game, the day game on Wednesday, Patriots lost that 7-1, but they were tied heading into the top of the 5th inning, where a bunch of 2-out runs scored for York. 1-1's popped up. Foul territory, first base side. It will land at play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the runs that came from the Revs in that game, look, it was Vince Molesky making a long relief appearance, and he gave up 5 runs in the 5th after hand by a in the he had to pitch in the next inning when he stayed in the game to help out the Patriots bullpen. 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. And the inning comes to a close, a 1-2-3 bounce-back inning from O'Sullivan. We'll continue to look at some of the previous losses for the Patriots and dissect it a little bit more when we return for the top of the 7th. Blue Crabs in front 5-1 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What better way to spend a summer night than taking a group to a Somerset Patriots game? Enjoy one of the best ways for families, friends, and businesses to catch affordable entertainment right here in Central Jersey. Groups of 50. These groups can participate in our on-field promotions in regard to a pre-ball performance, color, 7th inning fun bun, Field of Dreams, or the Patriots also for even larger discounts. Head over to our picnic area located in groups of $30 to $28 a person and also the barbecue buffet. Overlooking left field, be starting for and up the cash bar for groups of 30 to 150 for $39 a person. Groups of up to 30 or 40 can have private use of a fully furnished, climate-controlled hospitality suite with indoor and outdoor seating alongside wait service. Our exclusive Diamond Club is a large indoor hospitality space located on our suite level, perfect for holding meetings and entertaining clients. Here, outdoor balcony seating is accompanied by an hour-and-a-half upscale buffet, a private cash bar, cocktail tables, bar seating, and a 60-inch smart TV. To 520-700 down your perfect summer outing.
The top 100 health and fitness club in the nation is located right here in 31 in Flemington. Open serves all of Central New Jersey. At Health Club, gym, it's a lifestyle to becoming each kid of all leads off and swings at the first pitch, slices it out towards short. It's Edwin Garcia ready to make the top of the seventh inning. Ideacom is now in business. Is free via anywhere and enjoy local support. Ideacom solution has the get the guys from Ideacom on your team by visiting their website ideacom.com. Rodriguez steps in. Pitch for tonight from the windup 0-1. Mrs. Rodriguez rolls to the ball. Strike. 6 hitters for the Blue Crab righty to this point. He's run 4 hits, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. Only run the Patriots. It came in the field from Yovan Gonzalez. Here Rodriguez chops one. Thomas third. Time to nobody on top. It's been his MO, his modus operandi career. And every time he gets the ball, he just steps on the mound and he's ready to go. Massey steps in and quickly from the windup, first pitch, misses outside 1-0. Promised that we would go over some of the other losses for the Patriots as of late. As Massey had his left hand up, asking for time as he settled in at the plate, knowing how quickly Kyle Simon works. And Simon still tried to pitch, but time was called. 1-0. Massey takes low and in. I mean, that's just the speed at which Simon works. He gets the ball back from his catcher and just immediately settles on the mound and gets ready to go. 2-0. Massey takes a strike, 2-1. So what we were talking about before is that there's these points in all of these games where the Patriots have been close. As Massey steps out, tried to ask for time, it wasn't given to him, and holds it up. And now Massey chirping with Bynum. Craig was asking for time because Simon works so quickly, and Bynum didn't give it to him. Simon threw home, and the pitch was called a strike. Now the 2-2. Slap down the left field line. It's a fair ball. It'll roll towards the corner. Massey races around first base. He's heading for second, and he'll stop there. It's a 2-out double for the better exchange, and the Patriots, that's their first extra base hit of the ball game. Runner at second base with 2 away in the 7th. Well, Simon works so quickly, it's honestly given me a little bit of difficulty just to adjust to try to tell stories throughout this broadcast. But Craig Massey was just trying to settle into the left-handed batter's box, and he felt like he was being rushed by Simon, but technically he was in the batter's box as Yovan Gonzalez attacks the first pitch and grounds it to third. It's fielded by Thomas. He throws to first, and the inning is over. So either way, it's another quick inning for Kyle Simon. He keeps the Patriots off the board. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We'll stretch and then move to the bottom of the 7th. Blue Crabs in front 5-1 on SPN.TV.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection, with 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience, with all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction, with positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here for...
Let's do healthy today. I think that'll work. A healthy plate. Oh my goodness. Veggie burger, turkey burger, fruit cup. The veggie burger. Choices here at the plate concession stand. That's a tasty burger.
Hey fans, do you have a group of friends or coworkers you want to entertain? Then come to TD Bank Ballpark and party with the Patriots on our Audi Suite Level. Patriot Suite Level is brought to you by your New Jersey Audi dealers in the 2019 Audi Q5 SUV. Take a test drive today and see for yourself why the Audi Q5 was born to not conform. Turn a double play with NJM Insurance Group's Bundle and Save discount. Get started with an auto insurance quote at njm.com. This isn't just insurance, it's NJM. And for complete family Edgewater Optometrics and shopping located in Pearl Bridgewater Optometrics Center, the official eye doctor of the Somerset Patriots. Liam O'Sullivan back on the mound, and the first pitch to Ruby Silva swung on and missed, 0-1. O'Sullivan was at 73 pitches through 5 innings. He was then at 83 through 6 as he gets Silva side. Play on to first, and there's one away. Sullivan had that 1-2-3 is a 4-run bottom of the 5th. That has the Blue Crabs in front 5-1. All 5 of the runs that the Blue Crabs have scored tonight have come with 2 away. Had the 2 out RBI single with Garcia. First pitch to Kent Blackstone taken inside, 1 ball and no strikes. And then in the top of the 5th, the Patriots tied it up on an RBI single from Yovan Gonzalez that made it a 1-1 ball game. 1-0 to Blackstone outside, 2 balls and no strikes. But then in the bottom of the 5th inning, the Blue Crabs regain the lead. 4 2-out runs, coming on 4 straight 2-out hits. And that's the difference right now. 2-0 from O'Sullivan. Swing and a miss. 2-1. So Liam's line right now, he's allowed 5 runs, but only 1 of them earned, which is interesting. That would mean that they've scored all 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th unearned, stemming from that controversial play that kept the inning alive. Fastball misses outside to Blackstone, 3-1. If they ruled it an interference, then I believe that would go down being unearned. The rest of the room for the Patriots prior to the 4 runs scoring. 3-1 to Blackstone, misses outside, ball 4. Kent Blackstone draws the first walk of the ball game for either side, and it comes with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Now Blackstone, one of the more dangerous base runners on this Blue Crabs team. He has 12 steals in 14 attempts. It's the first walk allowed by Liam O'Sullivan. So he's allowed 5 runs, but only 1 earned on 9 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts over 6 1/3 innings. First pitch. It's Edwin Garcia at the plate. He takes a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Let's see if they made an adjustment in the scoring sheet. Oh, they called it interference on Will Kenger on that play. Big lead at first for Blackstone. He was leaning towards second, and he's just able to get back in. So Will Kenger was called for a fielding interference at first base during that rundown. And that's what gave Ruby Silva second base. Interesting. 1-0-1. It misses inside to Garcia. 1 ball and 1 strike. So I'll have to look at the replay to see exactly where the interference came in. It didn't seem as though Kenjer had done anything egregious to not allow Silva the base path. I mean, Kenjer has a right to catch the ball and apply a tag on a base runner caught in a rundown. Pick off attempt to first, and Blackstone dive back in. Brett Jody had a pretty long conversation with the umpires after that call was made, and right now that call has played such a massive role in the scoring line of this ball game. As O'Sullivan steps off again to keep Blackstone honest at first base. If that interference call isn't made, then the Patriots have completed a double play to end the bottom of the 5th, and the game would have been still tied at 1 heading into the top of the 6th, and the Patriots would have been at the plate. Instead, the interference call kept that bottom of the 5th alive as the breaking ball from O'Sullivan misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. And after the interference, look, the Patriots still have to find a way to get out of the inning, so they're not totally lacking responsibility, but after that interference call, scored 4 2-out run. Long stretch for O'Sullivan, 2-1. Swing and a chopper foul, a tomahawked approach from Edwin Carr. 2 strike. Now 2 balls with 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Blue Crabs in front, 5-1. Edwin Garcia is 3 for 3 today. Had a double in the first inning, a 2-out RBI single in the 3rd, and then he was the first man up after that interference call in the bottom of the 5th, and on a 2-strike count, lined an RBI single to center as he swings here and drives one out to center field, but it's playable for Pat Gilly. He makes the catch. Running was on, so he has to hustle back to first. Gets back for a catch. It's 2-hop to Will Kenjer. Who Blackstone a bit slide back to the bag. He went back in standing, and I don't know, maybe split seconds difference. Pacioli almost got him at first. So 2 out, and a runner at first in the bottom of the 7th inning. Blue go for 1 for 3 with an RBI double and a run scored. He'll step into the right-handed batter's box, wave the two-tone bat over his back right shoulder. First pitch from O'Sullivan. Right now, home plate umpire Eric Bynum is not working with the automated balls and strikes system calling this game. He made a motion towards both dugouts about 2 innings ago to let them know that he was calling the game himself. One-0. Fastball splits the plate. 1 ball to strike. 1. Nobody getting. And Bullman will come back out for the 8th. He's thrown 89 pitches to this point. Meanwhile, Liam O'Sullivan about to throw pitch number 97. Here's the 1-1. Fastball outside. Gonzalez tried to frame it, didn't get the call. 2 balls and 1 strike. Looks like there is a little bit of movement in Somerset's bullpen. 2-1. Check swing on a breaking ball. Appeal to first. Didn't go around. 3 balls and 1 strike. And there's a chance that this could be O'Sullivan's last batter. Left-handed hitting Dean Green awaits on deck. The Patriots have 1 lefty in their bullpen. It's Luis Cruz. He might come in if O'Sullivan out. 3-1. That line drive softly hit over Rodriguez into left field. Stopping at second base is Kent Blackstone. But Joe Benson, that's his 2nd broken bat base hit of the ball game. And the Blue Crabs have runners at first and second with 2 away. And we'll see if that's it for Liam O'Sullivan. And it will be. So likely Luis Cruz getting loose for the Patriots in their bullpen, and O'Sullivan's night is going to end. Trail steps out to the mound and takes the ball from the right-handed starting pitcher. So it'll be a new pitcher to come in for Somerset, and it doesn't look like it's Luis Cruz. In fact, it looks like it's a righty, possibly Nate Rowe. We'll see when we return on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Introducing our exclusive Domino's All-Star birthday packages for a special birthday for years to come. Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their next birthday the most memorable one yet. Book a party package and upper box seating, enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet in the NJM picnic area, or elevate your party into a fun-themed private suite uniquely designed for kids. Every Patriots party also comes with a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday with the birthday child on the field, a birthday t-shirt, an autographed baseball, and birthday invitations. Contact our group sales department for more information on how to celebrate a birthday in style today.
The state of this county supports the outstanding public schools that make your child want to bank education expectations. Check out TD Bank. Expect unexpectedly longer hours that fit your schedule 7 days a week. TD Bank, unexpectedly open, unexpectedly human. Stop by or visit tdbank.com. Member FDIC. TD Bank, NA. So the new pitcher in the ballgame for the Patriots, it's not Luis Cruz. I thought this might be a situation with the left-handed hitting Dean Green stepping instead. Brody made a Provident Bank call to the bullpen, and he has brought in the righty Nate Rowe to pitch with 2 out and 2 on in the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Patriots trailing by 4 runs. So it's a big spot for Rowe. The Patriots remain within shouting distance in this ball game, but can't allow too many more runs to score. This will be Rowe's 35th relief appearance of the season. 1-3, 1-1 record for the point, 100 run average. Making his first relief appearance since the 31st July. First pitch. Dean Green at the plate takes a breaking ball high, 1-0. Last time the Rowe was out of that ball game, he went an inning and 2/3, allowed 1 unearned run while striking out 2, but was ejected after arguing when he was called for a balk on a pickoff attempt to second base. 1-0. Taken low and in, 2 balls and no strikes. After looking at the video of the play afterwards, it seemed as though the umpires that were on the field correctly enforced the new rule. But Rowe's frustration and things were still just low. Swings, he guys it down the left field line, long way to run for Franco, and it drops in for a run hit, and tour. That ball was hit a mile in the air, down the left line. It's fair. He also had to cover a lot of ground that he just couldn't get there. That is a fly ball single that hugged the foul line down the left field line. Both of those runs are charged against Lee O'Sullivan. It closes the book on O'Sullivan, and Dean Green with a 2-run single, and the Blue Crabs are in front 7-1. The ball was not hit well, and it seemed as though Rowe was potentially getting ready to get out of the inning. And now it's Corey Vaughn at the plate. He takes the first pitch from Rowe, and it misses inside, 1 ball and no strikes. But the way that Francoso was aligned, Green's a power-hitting lefty, so Francoso is shaded towards left center field. First pitch from Rowe. Vaughn swings and grounds it foul. That's actually a 1-1 count. So Francoso had to cover a lot of ground, and he still has that hip injury that it's a pain tolerance thing for Francoso, and he's got to play through it. So he hustled onto the left field line, but unfortunately for the Patriots, that ball stayed fair after it was hit very high in the air, about halfway down the left field line. 1-1 to Vaughn, a called strike, 1-2. And Francoso had to play it right in front of him, and with there being 2 outs, Blackstone was running the entire way, and Benson was running the entire way off of first. So Green now 3 for 4. He's got a couple of runs batted in. He's off of first base. And the 1-2 to Vaughn. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. But 2 more 2-out runs score for the Blue Crabs. All 7 of their runs tonight have come with 2 away. But they lead 7-1. We head to the 8th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer. I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
Every night,
Every hour.
every minute, and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. Let's beat cancer together.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
True Associates is a sponsor of the lawn seating area at the ballpark. At True Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people who understand your needs. True Associates, a team of clients, a team of professionals who care about their clients. So we move on to the top of the 8th. Patriots trailing 7-1. Mike Francoso leads off, and the first pitch from Kyle Simon misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. It's been another tough go of it for the Patriots. 1-0. Called the strike, 1-1. Somerset entered with a season-high 5-game losing streak. 1-1 to Francoso's fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They've lost 9 of their last 10 ball games and are 6-14 in the second half. That's the worst second half record in the Atlantic League. 1-2, misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And things haven't turned around too much for the Patriots in tonight's ball game. Kyle Simon having arguably his best start of the season. As Francoso rips 1 foul down the right field line. Still a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Simon's had a couple of big nights in terms of giving up a lot of runs. He gave up 8 runs over 4 1/3 back on June 23rd. 2-2. Francoso checks his swing. Appeal to third didn't go. Simon allowed 7 runs over 3 innings on June 16th. He allowed 7 runs over 2 innings back on July 18th. 3-2. Francoso grounds it foul, and the count holds. So there have been a number of very tough outings for Kyle Simon, but in looking over his game log, there have been some pretty all-right outings that have been sprinkled in. 3-2 is another ground ball hit foul, and tonight has certainly been, looks like his best outing at this point. He's allowed 1 run on 5 hits, no walks, and 6 strikeouts over 7 innings of work. 3-2. Swinging a ground ball, rolled to the right side. In front of it, Blackstone, an easy play on the first base. And there's 1 away. Take this opportunity to check out the out-of-town scoreboard. All across the Atlantic League tonight. Long Island Ducks and the High Point Rutgers are tied at 1. That game in the bottom of the 7th inning. The York Revolution continue to play such a great brand of baseball. They are leading the New Britain Bees 5-2. That one in the bottom of the 6th up at New Britain Stadium. Now Scott Kelly at the plate, and the first pitch, a called strike, 0-1. Then the other game in the Atlantic League, The Sugar Land Skeeters and the Lancaster Barnstormers are scoreless. That one in the top of the third. 0-1. A cue shot off the end of the bat, rolled fair down the first base line, gloved by Josh McAdams, and he steps on the bag for out number 2. So Kelly 0 for 4, and now 2 away in the top of the 8th inning. Patriots trailing 7-1, in danger of dropping what would be their 6th loss in a row. Again, they only entered tonight's ball game 4.5 out of first place. And with the way this team has played as of late, I understand that it can feel like that's a lot of games as Pacioli takes a pitch off the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. But with the way that some of the other teams in the Atlantic League, specifically the Liberty Division, have looked as of late, as Pacioli takes one inside 2-0, it's not that insurmountable of a deficit. It'll be tough for sure. 2-0, taken for a called strike, 2-1. But look, the Long Island Ducks, in my opinion, weren't that impressive when they were going up against the Patriots. As Pacioli grounds one towards short. Coming in's Garcia, makes a backhanded pick after a tough hop and still gets Pacioli out at first base. Quite an adjustment from racing to the infield. Garcia and across his body, fielding the chopper and flipping it on to first. Runs and nobody is left on base in the top of the 8th inning. WCTCAM.com.
Over 85 years across the state, we protected families and businesses through life's big and small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all taking care of you.
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. Get the app that puts you in control from the bank that's committed to you. U-Shield by Provident Bank. It's the complete debit card control you never knew you always wanted. Learn more at provident.bank. Provident Bank, commitment you can count on. Bottom of the 8th inning. My name's Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much for tuning in. Dave Raish running our boards back home in central New Jersey. Beautiful night for baseball in Waldorf, Maryland. 8:40. First pitch to Charlie Valerio is lifted a mile in the air. Out to shallow right center field. It's the second baseman Craig Massey underneath it. He makes the catch. One pitch. And one away. Valerio is at first pitch a number of times in this ball game. He's 0 for 4. Now Tony Thomas. It's a 7 Maryland Blue Crab lead. For the Blue Crabs. 1 run, 5 hits, and 2 errors for the Patriots. And this dog days of summer swoon for Somerset continues. Tony Thomas first. 1 ball and no strikes. This the first of the Patriots. They'll have 2 more in Waldorf and then head to York for a 4-game series beginning on Monday. Check swing from Thomas didn't go on a breaking ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Southern Maryland, they've They've been playing a better brand of baseball in the second half. And they finished off the first half pretty strong as well. The 2-0 is ripped into left field. That's a base hit. Takes a high hop, but Francoso fields it on one bounce. Tony Thomas's first base hit of the night. He's 1 for 4. 12th hit overall for the Blue Crabs. One out base runner in the home half of the 8th inning. Tomorrow night, the Patriots will have a tall task. On the hill for some will be David Homer pitch 2 deep into the inning in the front end of Wednesday. Meant for the Blue Crab. First pitch for Rowe is swung on and missed by Josh McAdams, 0-1. Incredibly, the Patriots have not yet Darryl Thompson this year for the first time, and he's putting together, once again, a very strong season in a player-coach role for Southern Maryland.
Clearly, primarily one or the other.
A 1 tap foul. No balls and 2 strikes. So, certainly this Blue Crab staff, especially considering that Craig Stem recently had his contract. He went over to Mexico 10-6 with a 3.1 in innings. The Patriots will work against him tomorrow night. 0-2. Fisted foul over the backstop and out of play. Still on no balls and 2 strikes with a runner at first and 1 away. Bottom of the 8th inning, Blue Crabs in front 7-1. And then this series between Southern Maryland and Somerset will conclude on Sunday. It'll be an afternoon event between the Patriots and the Blue Crabs. Michael Kelly on the mound for Southern Maryland. Thomas Dormany will be on the hill for the Patriots. 0-2. This one blooped out towards shallow right field. Racing out's the second baseman, Massey, and he makes a basket catch. In front of the right fielder, Scott Kelly. Massey shows off the range, and that's the second out of the inning. 2 out, nobody on. 2 out. And here's Ruby Silva, 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th and came around to score. 1 of 4 runs in that inning for the Blue Crabs. So the Patriots certainly staring a 6th straight loss in the face right now, and doesn't get a lot easier for this Patriots team. First pitch to Silva, a ground ball towards the right side. In front of it, Massey. He fields. Will Kenger back to first base, makes the catch, and the inning is over. So Nate Rowe has come into the ball game and has returned a sense of normalcy. And no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner is left on base. It'll be the last chance for the Patriots. They trail by 6 as we head to the top of the 9th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day. Every minute.
And every second. Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Polari, new name, same great company. Polari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit PolariNJ.com to learn more today.
That's right. We return for the top of the 9th inning. It's the last chance for the Patriots. They trail 7-1. Middle of the order will lead off. Here's Will Kenger. Kyle Simon back on the mound for the Blue Crabs, and the first pitch misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. It's been a great performance from Simon tonight. From the windup, here's the 1-0. Kenger swings and rips it foul down the first base line. 1 ball and 1 strike. Simon looking for the complete effort. On 5 hits over 8 innings. No walks and 6 strikeouts. He is at 105 pitches currently. A 1-1 count with nobody on and nobody out in the top of the 9th. Here's the pitch. Kenger fouls it off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Simon entered with an ERA at 7.47, and opponents were hitting .336 against him. But he has controlled this one against the Patriots tonight. 0-2 is ripped foul. Off the end of the bat from Kenger, and it went directly into a group of fans located down the third base line. Hopefully everyone's all right. Tonight, a thin crowd in Southern Maryland. And looks like there might have been a young fan that might have been hit by that foul ball, which is certainly not what you want to see. And that fan being escorted back towards the concourse area. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball called strike 3. Inside part of the plate, Kenger disagreed. Bynum called him out. And the top of the away. That the 7th strikeout of the ball game for Kyle Heidel. Started retired. He got off 2 batters that he faced. Patriots threatened in the 4th inning, trailing by a run, but ultimately did not score. They got a run in the 5th on an RBI single from Yovan Gonzalez, and that's been it. Here's Michael Ullman, and the first pitch taken for a strike, 0-1. And Simon has the Patriots really working so quickly as he fires a fast 1 ball outside Ullman. I mean, there's been a couple of times where the Patriots have asked for time just because Simon works so quickly. 1-1. Ullman swings and grounds it shyly over the third, but fields it is to first base, a little off. McAdams comes off, steps on the bag. From throwing a game, it would be his, let's see, it would be his 3rd complete game of the season to do so. And if he's able, as the first pitch, Navarro taken for a call north of 100 pitches, but still looking good. 0-1. Navarro slices it to the backstop, and now the Patriots are down to their final strike. Southern Maryland in front 7-1. The fans in attendance now recognizing the significance of this next pitch. Navarro at the plate. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off. Be sure to stay tuned for the Flemington Department Store post-game show as one concludes. Over the night that was 2 strikes. Raised over 3 today. Had back-to-back multi-hit effort since returning from a foot injury that held him out for 2 weeks. Ball in the dirt, and that's ball game. Kyle Simon, the first league game of the season. He strikes out Ray Navarro to end it in the top of the 9th inning. And the Patriots have lost 6th game in a row. It's 7-1 Southern Maryland. Side of the on the Flemington Department Store post-game show next on FPN.TV. WC.
The Somerset Patriots are back at Team Bridgewater with the full summer of fireworks, celebrating appearances, the championship baseball. It's out today.
It's an unstoppable force, vast and mighty. It's the 100th summer, and this year, the NJ team is back again. We've got 101 Days ways to win. Just text message program, VIP club, and game changers. Find the fun at 101daysofsummer.com from May 24th to September 1st. Anything can happen in Jersey.
We saw a few hitters for the Blue Crabs come up big tonight. And I'd like to mention Garcia, Benson, Green, and McAdams especially. Now Garcia was 3 for 3 to start the game today. He sees his batting average rise all the way to 255. Benson was 0 for 2 to start the game. He finishes 2 for 4, had an RBI and a pair of runs. And Dean Green as well. His average is back up to 370. It seems like it's fluctuating. It was up to 370, down to 340, up to 350, down to 70 again. So Dean Green continues to hit the ball well. He's hitting in bunches as well, similar to how Thomas was earlier. Just that much more consistent to have a batting average at 370. And then Josh McAdams, the bottom of the order. He's somebody who comes in.
And welcome back to Waldorf, Maryland for the Flemington Department Store postgame show. Flemington Department Store, the area's best selection of quality clothing, flooring, furniture, and footwear found in our 2-acre showroom located on Route 31 north of the Flemington Circle. Flemington Department Store, it's worth the trip. This is a tough one for the Patriots as we look over the game that was. In fact, Kyle Simon tossed 3 perfect frames to begin the Blue Crabs that were in the bottom of the third. Josh McAdams, double from Josh. McAdams, there were 2 away in the bottom of the third, and it was Edwin Garcia at the plate. Garcia grounded a 2-out RBI single through the left side of the infield, and it put the Blue Crabs in front 1-0. Patriots would threaten the top of the fourth after Simon retired the first 10 batters that he faced in order. Justin Pacioli lined a base hit to left. Will Kenger lined a base hit to right. A double steal would put runners at second and third with 1 away, but Somerset came up empty in the fourth. They would tie the ball game in the fifth. Alfredo Rodriguez led off. He reached on an E4. He then traded places with Craig Massey at first base in exchange for an out. Massey grounding in to a fielder's choice. So Massey at first base, he advanced to second on what was called a balk by the pitcher on the rubber. That was Kyle Simon. And then with Massey at second and 1 away in the top of the fifth, up to the plate came Yovan Gonzalez. So Yovan Gonzalez comes through, and the Patriots get a big hit that they were looking for. The game was tied, but then things would get a little dicey in the bottom of the fifth inning. Liam O'Sullivan came back on the mound. He gave up a leadoff double to Josh McAdams. McAdams was then thrown out at third base on an alert 6-5 putout by Alfredo Rodriguez. It was Ruby Silva at first with 1 away, and then Kent Blackstone grounded 1 to second base. It was fielded by Craig Massey, who threw over to first to get the force out, and then Ruby Silva was caught in a rundown in between first base and second base. And a number of position players for the Patriots wound up exchanging the ball during this rundown. But ultimately, the Patriots were about to tag out Ruby Silva, but the play was ruled dead, and it was the first base umpire, Derek Moshe, who ruled that there was an interference on Somerset Patriot first baseman Will Kenger. And again, I didn't really see exactly where the interference came into play, but the interference was called to keep the inning alive. It put Ruby Silva at second base with 2 away, and then the Blue Crabs would open up the ballgame. RBI single from Edwin Garcia, RBI double from Joe Benson, an infield single from Dean Green, and then an RBI single from Corey Vaughn with another run scoring on an E7 during that play. The Blue Crabs plated 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th and led 5-1. All of those runs went unearned, charged against O'Sullivan. But the Patriots would go down quietly the rest of the way against Kyle Simon, who worked quickly, he worked efficiently, and he was very impressive on the hill for Southern Maryland. The Blue Crabs would add a couple more runs on a 2-out RBI, a 2-out 2-run single from Dean Green in the bottom of the 7th. That charged against Liam O'Sullivan. It ended O'Sullivan's night, and it 7-1. Put the Blue Crabs at quietly in the 8th and the 9th, and they dropped this ball game 7-1. 7 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, and 5 runners left on base for the Blue Crabs. 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors, and 4 runners left on for the Patriots. Kyle Simon's the winning pitcher with 3 leads today. Game of the season allows just 1 run earned on 5 hits, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. Meanwhile, Liam O'Sullivan takes the loss. He drops to 3-6, allowing 7 runs, 3 of which earned on 10 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts over 6 2/3 innings. No save is recorded in a ball game that took 2 hours and 10 minutes in front of an announced Friday night crowd of 2,165 fans. With the win, the Blue Crabs improved to 11-9 in the second half, now 36-53 overall, while the Patriots fall to 6-15 in the second half, 48-43 overall. The Patriots have lost 6 games in a row. Looking at the out-of-town scoreboard around the Atlantic League, the High Point Rockers have rallied. They lead the Long Island Ducks 4-1. That ball game in the top of the 8th inning over at Bethpage Ballpark. The New Britain Bees are rallying. They still Revolution. That one in the middle of the 7th inning up in Connecticut. And at the end of 3, the Lancaster Barnstormers are ahead of the Sugarland Skeeters 3-0. This game, the first one to go final, so the only update in the standings is that right now the Patriots are 5 games out of first place behind the Long Island Ducks. But if the High Point Rockers are able to hold on to their 3-1 lead, then Somerset will remain just 4.5 games out of first place in the Liberty Division standings. Meanwhile, for the time being, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have moved within 4 games of first place, trailing the York Revolution over on the Freedom Division side. Our next broadcast will take place tomorrow back here at Regency Furniture Stadium. It'll be a 6:35 first pitch as David Holmberg takes the mound for the Patriots. He'll work against Darrell Thompson. Our coverage on SPN.TV as well as 1450 WCTC will begin at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. A couple of thank yous to send out. As always, a huge thank you to Dave Raish running our boards on our WCTC broadcast back home in central New Jersey, as well as a thank you to the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs press box staff of their hospital here in Waldorf. But that'll do it for us. Score from Waldorf 7-1 over the Somerset Patriots. For everyone involved with the broadcast, my name is Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Have a pleasant rest of your Friday evening, everybody. Good night.